And I just find the Dallas situation just confounding. And I know that we've seen them kick the can, like you said. We see that they could have done something. Jerry's saying that they're going to do great things during the draft. Nothing happens, so to speak. But where do you think this ends up? As you mentioned, they've got 3 guys to pay, and you just can't pay everybody.
Well, I would say this. The Cowboys love Dak Prescott. They love CeeDee Lamb. They love Micah Parsons. And all along, when they didn't really do anything in free agency other than signing linebacker Eric Kendricks, who got cut by the Chargers, and bringing back Zeke Elliott, the thinking was we need to save the money to pay these 3 guys. It's pretty apparent just based on where they are in their contracts that Dak and CD are going to be the top priorities. I'm not saying they don't want to get something done with Micah, but he's entering year 4. He is eligible for an extension now, but it sounds like Micah also understands that those other ones are a little bit more urgent here. But you're right. I mean, I think that people make a lot of everything that comes out of Jerry Jones' mouth, and perhaps at times not taking into account the fact that Jerry just likes you to talk about the things that he says, whatever those might be. So when he says all in, what does he mean by that? We've spent like the past 3 months analyzing and hyper analyzing those comments. The reality is they think they've got a good team. They think that they can be really good right now. I know they're really excited about the draft class that they were able to bring in. They were able to address some needs. They got several offensive linemen through the course of the draft, among other things that they did. They didn't draft a running back. That was in part because they thought that they had Zeke back. But you can retain your core. I'm not in the salary cap is a myth corner of things here, because it's not. Every year we see teams have to make hard decisions, but those hard decisions usually involve that next group of players. If you got your core players, particularly young players, and your quarterbacks, you want to retain those guys. That's how you maintain a healthy program. And then once you pay your quarterback $55-60 million a year, and you pay a wide receiver $30+ million per year, you better keep drafting well, because that's your young, cheap workforce that's coming in. I do believe that the Cowboys, again, just based upon where they are with CD, where they are with Micah, I do believe that they're going to find ways to get those done. But when that happens remains to be seen. And with Dak, the situation is different. With CD, you've got franchise tags you can apply. Micah's got a year, and then his option, and then franchise tags. Dak, you are 10 months away from Dak Prescott, your franchise quarterback, becoming an unrestricted free agent. They had to tag him a second time a few years ago because they needed to buy time for his new contract to process. So a third tag would be 144% of his cap number this year, which I believe is close to $60 million. It's such an astronomical number, they basically can't tag him again. And so Dak is going to be that rare franchise quarterback who becomes a true free agent. I mean, it's a pretty short list of guys you can think of that did that. Kirk Cousins has done it twice, back in 18 and then in 24. Tom Brady did it at the end. Drew Brees was a free agent for like a few seconds in 2018. The Vikings called on him before they signed Kirk Cousins that year, but he was never really going anywhere. With Dak, every day that you get closer to him hitting free agency, just in my opinion, just knowing how the dynamics work and how the league views that position, I think you're getting a day closer to Dak, if you're not able to get something done, not being a member of the Cowboys in 2025.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.